What is up, everyone? How's everyone doing out there today? Welcome back to Wildcat MTG, and today we are going to first Murders at Karlov Manor Collector Booster Box. This is Wizard's attempt at a murder mystery set. There's been a murder, I do declare. There's some fun stuff that I'm hoping to open from this box. We're going to keep it as a nice, easy opening day. Again, it's just pre-release weekend, so we're not going to talk pricing or anything for at least a few weeks to let things kind of settle and see where they fall. Yeah, with that being said, why don't we go ahead and dive on in and let's crack some packs. So there are some cool things about the set. I really like some of the frameworks and treatments. Some I don't really love, but there are a couple of things that I do like. There is definitely, excuse me, a few cards that I'm hoping to chase down, and yeah, beyond that, we're just chilling today. Hopefully, we pull some cool stuff. I know there's serialized cards, but the serialized cards are numbered to 250. They feel exceedingly tough to pull, so not really banking on that. But start off with a Pyrotechnic Performer as an extended art foil. All right, kind of cool. Hopefully, pull some lands. I wouldn't mind some full art foil lands. We've got a Teysa, the Opulent Oligarch, and I like this framework. I like with the city with Ravnica on the sides. I think that's kind of a neat treatment. I don't mind that, although she's got like 3 or 4 treatments then. All right, looks like we've got our first. This is a commander card. We've got Merchant of Truth. I know there's at least like one Chase commander card. Haven't looked beyond that too much. No Witnesses as an extended art. Rare. First mythic is a Kaya Spirit's Justice as a pack foil mythic. So Kaya is our planeswalker, right? So after the March of the Machine saga and the Phyrexians and people losing their spark and all that, we're basically getting like one. They're dialing back planeswalkers, so we're basically getting like 1 per set. So Kaya is kind of like our feature planeswalker for the set. Be interesting to see if she sees any play. It's our first mythic though. We've got a Kraul Whipcracker. I'm not super keen on the case. I appreciate the aesthetic of it, but it's just not my favorite treatment. And that case file, it's cool, but not my favorite. I do like this framework though. So we've got Dramatic Accusation as a borderless common. And then we got our land. Okay, so and then we're gonna hit our uncommons after that and our commons. Cool. So yeah, traditional Japanese packs where you got the good stuff up at the front, and you got the pull tabs. All right, on to pack number 2. We did get a mythic, Kaya. I would love to pull a Massacre Girl. That's a card, or a Judith. Those are both cards that I'm actively wanting to pull a copy of. All right, extended art foil is Relive the Past. Right after that is Assemble the Players. Something I didn't realize about this enchantment until the pre-release is so once each turn you may cast a creature spell with power 2 or less from the top of your library. Apparently that applies to disguise cards. So if you play the disguise card, face down, that is a 2 power spell. So interesting. I didn't know that it worked that way. Mythic is Sophia Dogged Detective. So that is a commander mythic. Looks like we're probably going to get 1 or 2 of those per box. So, all right, so we got a second mythic. It's Sophia. Treacherous Greed is an interesting card. So it's a 3-mana instant. As additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature that dealt damage this turn. Doesn't necessarily have to be combat damage. Just says damage. Can't be loss of life, but it does say damage. Draw 3 cards. Each opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. It's pretty good, but it obviously has a pretty interesting condition to it. Illicit Masquerade as a pack foil after that. I'm just going to pull up that. There we go. And that concludes, right? So Deduce after that. Soul Enervation, pretty good removal spell. I like this a lot. The -4/-4 is pretty big for removing those pesky creatures. Some of them, indestructible and whatnot. Chalk Outline, Case of Gateway Express, Scapegoat, etc. Okay. That was pack number 2. I've only watched a couple of box openings of this, so the collector product, so I'm still not quite sure like what to expect. Ooh, Aurelia's Vindicator. So we have a foil mythic here that does not appear to be invisible ink. Okay. So that is Aurelia's Vindicator. That's actually a pretty cool mythic, and that I kind of dig. I don't necessarily love the frame, but I love the art there. That's pretty sweet. Right after, hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Got myself a Judith. Excellent. Don't mind if I do. Judith is a really strong card in my opinion, and I may or may not be building a commander deck around her. Mob Verdict as our commander card. Then we've got Connecting the Dots as the extended art. Assassin's Trophy, man, oh man. I think I said this already in another video, but I remember when Guilds of Ravnica came out, Assassin's Trophy was like the chase card. It's like a $20 to $25 card. Nice little reprint. It's also been in Double Masters 2022, but it's still a really strong rare. So we got a pack foil Assassin's Trophy. Not bad. On the job. Super on the job. Land. And into our uncommons. Now, uncommons and commons wise, this set is producing some real heat. So Crime Novelist, Insidious Roots, and then in the commons we've got Slime Against Humanity. Like, there are some actual cards that you probably want to be on the lookout for when you're opening this product in those slots. Analyze the Pollen as looks like a borderless foil rare. Sorcery Story Spotlight. Oh, that's just the name of the frame. Okay, that's cool. Neat. I dig that. Hey, our first of the land cycle. Sweet. We've got Raucous Theater in the borderless treatment. That's not bad. Be curious to see how many of these boxes, or how these boxes produce those cards on average. Take the Bait as the commander card. And another mythic is the Kylox's Volt Strider. Interesting card. Unsure of what level of play this thing is going to see, but it is interesting. I've heard people say it's really, really good, and a lot of people think it's just fine. And then we've got ourselves a case of the Crimson Pulse as a foil rare, pack foil rare. And then Deadly Complication. It's an uncommon, Meddling Youths. Actually, I don't think we've seen too many of those case cards. Put those right there. Borderless Land. Buried in the Garden. Filched Falcon, Crowbot Haunch, and nothing there. Nothing in the uncommons and commons. All right, on to our fifth pack. So we're approaching the halfway point in this box. We do have 4 mythics. None of the mythics that seem to be chased. Again, it's pre-release weekend, so make of that what you will, but none of the cards that people seem to be super hyped about. Prof's Eidetic Memory as a legendary enchantment. I actually think this card's kind of good. Definitely has some possibilities to it. I like that it replaces itself, it cantrips itself. You draw a card when it enters the battlefield. No maximum hand size is obviously good. So this card could see some play. Hey, nice. World Soul's Rage in the borderless treatment. Really, really like that a lot. That's kind of cool. Like the card a lot, just in general. And then we've got Foreboding Steamboat as the commander card. So we got a steamboat, another vehicle. Interesting. Unyielding Gatekeeper. Kind of like this card. It got me pretty good in pre-release one round. A buddy of mine I was playing against, and he played it face down and saved a creature with it, and really upset me. Forensic Gadgeteer. This is another card. Pack foil Forensic Gadgeteer. It's a pack foil rare, and I think this card's pretty good. I mean, obviously, so the activated abilities of artifacts you control cost 1 less to activate, so it combos with, like many things, it combos with Basalt Monolith, infinite mana, but it is yet another card that combos with Monolith for infinite mana. Fanatical Strength, Demand Answers, and then our land, and Polygraph Orb, Candlestick. None of the uncommons commons that we're chasing. Okay, let me on to the last pack of the first column. Do special guests appear in collector boxes? I would assume so, but I don't know. And I know special guests because there's 10 of them. They seem to be a little bit tougher to pull. Hey, neat. Elegant Parlor. So this is the Mountain Plains of the new land cycle, and that's a borderless foil. That's actually really neat. Definitely, I do like the land cycle. I think they are playable, even though they come into play tapped. The fact that they have the basic land types and can be fetched is really good. Homicide Investigator. Okay, so we got a showcase rare. Armed with Proof as the commander card. That's kind of cool. Another Eidetic Memory as an extended art. And then, hey, World Soul's Rage is a pack foil this time. Neat. I don't think it's going to be a chase rare, but it is a rare I'm interested in trying and putting in a couple decks to see if it actually plays well. Call a Surprise Witness. Deduce. Mountain. Nothing of significance back in the uncommons and commons. All right, so we're on to the second half of the box. I don't think we're like killing it by any stretch of the imagination. Don't know that right now it feels a little bit below average, and this is just like, again, I'm not talking pricing. We're talking just kind of specking off of like what cards people seem to be most excited about. Like a couple of the lands is good. I'm happy with the Judith, so. Ooh, but what do we have here? Yeah, there we go. So we have the Conspiracy Unraveler, and you can see from that shininess, that particular, that is a invisible ink. So we have the Conspiracy Unraveler, and this is kind of cool because people do seem to be excited about this card. Really, really nice. This is the flying 6/6 for 7, and you may collect evidence 10 rather than pay the mana cost for spells that you cast. So you could, collect evidence. You could fire off some really, really interesting spell. And hopefully I can kind of catch some of that. There you go. The invisible ink. You can kind of see the stamp there. So that's really neat. It feels like these invisible inks are about 1 per box on average. Then we have another mythic. I'm going to sleeve that up here in a second. So we have Alquist Proft Master Sleuth in the showcase. I pulled this in a pre-release, and he was money for me. Third mythic. So we have a triple mythic pack. Oh, nice. We have the Rage Mother, and this is in the extended art foil rare. So the another commander mythic. It's our second one. This one is in the extended art foil, though. And Rage Mother feels like a card that people are going to want to build around. Naya Bears. Naya Bears is going to be a thing. Krenko's Buzz Crusher, pretty good extended art. And then we conclude with a Commercial District, so a pack foil of the Gruul Land. Not bad at all. That was a pretty good pack. Soul Enervation, Demand Answers. Anything in the back here? Let's see. Repulsive Mutation, actually pretty good. And that's going to do it. So allow me, because I just have some sleeves over here. I want to get that one in a sleeve because of that particular foiling on it. Invisible ink foiling. Okay, hey, way to start off the second half of the box, huh? Conspiracy Unraveler. I might give that card a whirl. I wonder if it's going to see constructed play. Collect 10, evidence 10 is sometimes a lot and sometimes nothing, right? Like, throw some delve cards in the graveyard. It's pretty easy to collect evidence. Shadowy Backstreet. So that is our fourth of the land cycle and the borderless foil. So this is the Orzhov one, right? This is Plain Swamp. Yep. Mythic. Oh, there we go. This is a mythic that people do seem to be excited about. Delny Streetwise Lookout. 3 for a 2/2. Creatures you control with power 2 or less can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. And then if an ability of a creature you control with power 2 or less triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. So like initially people are like, oh my god, I get double triggers off of Dockside. Like there's some other 2-drops in there or 2 power cards that you pair this with to create some real shenanigans. So Streetwise Lookout is a mythic that people are pumped about. That's a good pull. Otherworldly Escort as the commander card. Relive the Past in the extended art. Tolsimir Midnight's Light in the pack foil. And Chase is on. Auspicious Arrival, like that card. Little forest action. And then Meddling Youths, Exit Specialist, Caught Red-Handed. No Slime Against Humanity. No Crime Novelist. No Insidious Roots. All right. So we got 4 packs left, and last couple packs really turned things up for us, right? Conspiracy Unraveler and that Invisible Ink and Delny, the Streetwise Lookout, pretty, again, at least initially, pre-release weekend, make of it what you will, sought-after mythics. Oh, hey, that is what I'm talking about. That seems like a really, really good hit. So, special guest foil Field of the Dead. Some of these special, so they're all mythics. They're all mythics, right? But you've got like things like Victimize on there, which by the way, really cool artwork. There's only 10 special guest cards. Some of them are going to be bigger hits than others. So I have a feeling that a foil Field of the Dead is going to be a pretty rock and roll hit for us. So that's awesome. Field of the freaking Dead. Obviously just a heck of a card also. That's what I'm talking about. And another one. We got another mythic. It is Rakdos, Patron of Chaos in the... I'm going to sleeve that up here in a second. Patron of Chaos in that showcase treatment. I kind of like this card. It's a little pricey, right? 6 for a 6/6 flying, but it's a flying trample. It's funny. 2024 has spoiled us with power creep, right? 6/6 flying trample would be enough by itself for so many years. And I'm like, it's fine. But it does have some other really cool abilities on there. So that's a heck of a pull too. All right. Serene Sleuth as the commander card. Hunted Bone Brute extended art. Sharp-Eyed Rookie in the pack foil. Makeshift Binding. Fey Flight. Oh, I don't think I've seen that yet. Into our land. And that is going to do it. I am going to, while I'm at it, sleeve up that super awesome Special Guest Field of the Dead. That feels like probably one of the better Special Guest cards. And then getting it in that foil. So, interesting. Yeah. We got 3 packs left in this box, and that was our first Special Guest. I don't know if that's going to be the only one. If those average 1 per even collector box as an average, that's going to make them pretty rare. Okay, Niv Mizzet, the guild pack in the showcase foil. Niv's pretty good. Niv's not bad. Elegant Parlors, so that makes for our 5th of the land cycle, which I'm actually okay with. I think that's I think it's a decent land cycle. It's the first of it, so these should hold pretty well. Counterpoint as the commander card. Lamplight Phoenix. I wish it was slightly better. It's almost playable. It needs haste. It really needed haste. Pyrotechnic Performer in the pack foil. Wisp Drinker Vampire in the showcase foil. Kind of cool. What am I doing here? Yeah, I'll throw that over there. Murder. Mountain. And that is going to do it. 2 packs left. So, gosh, I mean, counting, the special guest card, and they're all mythics, so make of that what you will. But Field of the Dead feels mythic-y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 mythics. Okay. Axebane Ferox. Really good little questing beast light extended art foil. I'm gonna put that up top. I like this card. Yaris Roar of the Old Gods in the showcase. People talking about building around this card as well. I could see it. And then another mythic. This is our 3rd commander mythic of this particular box. This is another extended art foil. Cost Eyes of the Glade. Interesting. And I haven't really looked at the commander decks yet, so I not as well versed on that at this moment. Leyline of the Guild Pack, an extended art. Also another card that people are pretty hyped about. So extended art Leyline of the Guild Pack. Nice. Wojek Instigator as a pack foil. Demand Answers. Makeshift Binding. Island. And have not hit anything in those commons and uncommons. None of the ones that we want to see in a foil. Last pack here. Box 1 feels pretty solid. My first Karlov Manor box feels pretty solid. Greatly helped by the invisible ink that we got, the special guest foil, and getting a Delny. But, all right, let's see where this pack takes us. Thundering Falls, nice. We have another one of the borderless foil. I don't know what we're calling this land cycle yet, so we'll just say the new land cycle, the Surveil lands. That's really sweet, though. And that is our 6th of the box. That seems strong. 7th of the box, because we have another one. Another one. So this is another one of the Thundering Falls, and this time in the non-foil, still borderless. Excellent. Experiment 12 as the commander card. Cryptic Coat extended art. Kind of nice. And then, oh my goodness. Okay, well, that's our 8th? Sheesh. 8th land? I'll count in a second. Suspicious. Another Wisp Drinker Vampire in the showcase. Little forest action. And then Sample Collector. Oh, there's a foil Slime Against Humanity. There we go. That's good foil common. Look at me getting all excited about foil commons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So it did not hit my Massacre Girl that I was hoping to get, but you know what? I don't think that matters. This feels like a really strong box. It's my first one. We'll see. We'll see what other box openings look like, but this feels like a really strong box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mythics counting the special guest. 3 of them were commanders, but 2 of those are extended art foil commanders. We had 8 of the land cycle. I did get my Judith. Leyline of the Guild Pact. And some other playables up in here as well. So, hey, not bad. Seems like a good solid first box. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's going to do it for me today. And if you did, do me a favor. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button for me. And by all means, drop me some comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, everybody. And be well.